you know my neighbors are talking this morning, talking about, you see her lights were on later last night. There's something going on over there. I tell you one thing, and Facebook people, they wild, honey. I'm surprised they got a lampshade left in the living room. Had me up all hours of the night. Won't even be able to go to town for a few days. I'll just keep on falling in love till I get it right. Right now I'm like a wounded bird, hungry for the sky. But if I try my wings and try long enough, I'm bound to learn to fly. So I'll just keep on falling in love till I get it right. My door to love is open out more times than in, and I'm either fool or wise enough to open it again. 'Cause I never know what's beyond the mountain till I reach the other side. So I'll just keep on falling in love till I get it right. If practice makes perfect, then I'm near as perfect as I'll ever be in my life. So I'll just keep on falling in love till I get it right. The tail end of that song gets me. I woke up. I ain't had a whole lot of sleep. And I didn't want to put too much well rested on. I didn't even want to get between well rested and she's ready for viewing, because I've been trying to resolve an issue here at my house by myself, and I'm not a fan. I'm one of those individuals, except for one thing for sure, I ain't facing that fear. Not today nor tomorrow. But there's certain things that I could do when I was younger that now bothers me. And one of those things is getting on the roof of the house. Going up, stepping on the house, I'm fine. Walking around on the house, I'm fine. But that first step I've got to take to get back on the ladder to come back down bugs the living crap out of me. I don't know if it's because, I would say, I think it's because of the angle of my roof. Because I've gotten on my mama's house plenty of times, it didn't bother me, and come back down, it didn't bother me. My roof is this way, and that way, and they just something about it. So, I got to get up there. I was going to do this yesterday. I need to check my vent pipe for the plumbing, you know what I mean, to make sure that it's not clogged. That's the last step that I need to do before I hook the washing machine back up and give her a good try again. Because for a couple of weeks now, whenever the washing machine would rinse, I started noticing it ain't loud and it don't back up, but I hear some gurgling. So you know me, I went to Googling, and it said it could turn into a major plumbing thing issue. Well, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got the money for it neither. So I went down a bunch of rabbit holes trying to figure out which way I wanted to handle this. Because I couldn't figure out what in the world. There ain't no trees around my house. So if it's anything like an animal that got in there, or build a nest, a bird could have tried to build a nest, and it fell down there. I don't have a bunch of squirrels running around in my yard. Now, the neighbor's house does, because they got 2 trees. They're not big trees, but they bear fruit. And in the summertime, I'll sit on my front porch early in the morning. There's 1 or 2 of them. One of them got killed. It won't fast enough. It was gluttony got to it. Because it tried to carry more than, I guess, 1 piece of that little fruit back with it across the road. It was trying to be nice, sharing is caring, I come up with this junk off the top of my head. I don't ever know what I'm going to say. But he got food hard. The fruit didn't even survive. I don't know what kind of fruit it is on them things. But there's one of them, it's kind of funny to watch squirrels. I like to watch. When I was at work, there were certain areas of town I would watch the squirrels. And there was one area in particular, I felt kind of bad for them. Because they'd be over there trying to get a hold of every little nut they could find on the side of the street and all. So I would take peanuts or they like them little cheese crackers, what people call nabs, little peanut butter stuff. That squirrel loved them, and I would break little pieces off and stick it on a limb. Every once in a while, it'd come out that hole. It'd snatch it up. And I was lucky if I ever got to see him do it, because the majority of the time, I'd sit there, he wouldn't come out, or he was running up down the side of the road. I guess it was the same one. I didn't tag him. I didn't spray paint him when he rode by, or, flew by. I like to watch them when they chase each other. But I'd go back, I'd leave, then I'd go back, and it'd be gone. So, and then we didn't have rain for a while. So I had an empty drink bottle, water bottle, and I would fill it with water and set it down in the little spot where he would go up in that tree so he could have some. I had to take care of a squirrel. Now, my mama's got a squirrel that comes to visit her now. He just started doing it, I'd say, in the last 3 or 4 months. So she happened to come in the grocery store while I was there. And I had found a small bag of peanuts still in the shell. And I was going to take them over to her house. So I'd leave them on the porch and see if he gets them. Because I don't know if they want salted peanuts, I think they like walnuts better than peanuts. I love dried cranberries. You can buy it Great Value or whatever grocery store you're at. I'll go to Walmart, I'll get the Great Value dried sweetened cranberries. And if I get a small bag, I knock that small bag out one day. I love them things to death. And I love cranberry sauce too. The gelled one, I don't care about having the whole cranberry. Don't they have one like that? There's the jailed one. There's some other kind. Anyway, I don't have to wait for a holiday like Thanksgiving or Christmas. I'll snatch a can up, and I have actually ate that as a snack. It's good for you. But I know the sweetened ones have got that sugar in them, and that's not good for you. But it's better than sitting there eating a big old bag of cookies or chips. If you see a bag of chips in my house, I probably don't have a bag of chips in my house maybe once, at the most twice a year, and that's really pushing it. If they're there, I'll eat them, but I think the price is just outrageous. I noticed yesterday at Walmart, the little small bags, right there at the cash register, cost just as much as if you buy the big bag. That's where they're getting people that have already got in line, and they don't want to run back and get the big bag. Oh, I forgot the chips. Then they see that little one. So they snatch that up, and you end up paying for less. That's what I think. But have you seen the price of a regular Hershey chocolate bar? Have you? It's well over $2.80 cents, depends on where you go. Now, I remember 10 years ago, 10 years ago, you could be in line at Walmart, and you could buy one for 50 cents. They had them up there 2 for $1. And if they stressed me out, the customer stressed me out in Walmart that day, me trying to shop, I'd end up getting one and having a de-stress party in my car when I got there, because I'd snatch me up one of them chocolate bars just to get over dealing with other customers. Now, I just say, take something, Lisa. $5 copay will take care of you every day for the month. Forget that chocolate bar. But right now there's nothing in my house sweet to eat. I've got 3 boxes of Jell-O in the cabinet that I ain't even made. And that's a good thing, because it wouldn't be good. Never. You ever say something, then you hear yourself say it, and you go, you need to back up. Regroup. Of course it ain't been made. I have been so impatient because the flavor of whatever the Jell-O was of something maybe I was craving at that moment, and I couldn't wait for it to gel, and I've actually drank it like a drink. It'll fill you up. You don't believe me? If you want something sweet, not a bunch of calories, just to get over that little hump, and it'll hydrate you, Jell-O. You ain't got, unless you're diabetic and you got to have sugar-free. Come on now, be nice to yourself. It's just Jell-O. Ain't like you eating a whole box of Ho-Hos or chocolate chips or whatever. But Jell-O will fill you up. That's why they say if you're trying to lose weight and you got them hunger pains, drink water. It'll fill you up, pretty much take away. But the water don't taste good or taste like what you would really like to have as a snack, so you got to put something in it. I used to use those little pads. I don't use those no more. I just drink. I never thought I'd see the day I would drink just plain old water. But I do now. But I was on, them people on Facebook had me on there close to 3 hours last night. My battery went down in this phone right here. It's the one that does better on Facebook. That newer one that I have that I'm doing the videos with now, this one does better videos too. I ain't even charged to do it. But it was like 97, 98% battery charge on it. And I went live. I was rushed, and I wanted to do it on the front porch. Lighting is everything in doing videos. It can make you look 10 years older than you really look, or it can make you look better. And I'll tell you right, natural light does not like me. I can be outside, see where I look, and I'll break my neck to get back in this room. And that's that ceiling fan up there, a whole 4 light bulbs. I've only got 2 bulbs in there because of how bright the lights are. It changes the way it comes across the video. Lighting, check your light now. I saw a light that goes with a stand. I got me another holder for my phone instead of clipping it on my laptop, which is a relief. It took me a while to find a holder instead of having to buy the stand and the holder. I did buy one holder and that thing broke like the 3rd time I used it. But the company later saw my review and they got in touch with me and gave me back my money. I took a picture of the holder, took a picture of it and sent it to them. And they sent me my money back, and I haven't gone back on that review to update it, and I need to. Because that was nice of them. Not everybody does that. But if you would like me to test them, I'll be more than happy. You can sponsor a video or 2. I ain't going to put you down after you gave me my money back. I ain't going to sit here and name your company out. Okay? I ain't going to do that to you. That's just wrong. Anyway, turn the page, Lisa. Okay. I have plenty of people I can talk to. I just don't want to talk. I'm being nice and letting them enjoy my absence. Oh, Lord, have mercy. But I always tend to gain a little bit of weight during the winter. It was warm this weekend, so I got my tail outside. I like to stay active, and it's going to kill me to have to be in this house. I think what I'm going to do this winter on the mild days, and I can't do nothing to the yard because grass is dormant, is, I wish I had that chapstick in here. I'm going to go back to walking just so I can stay physically active and help clear my head being outside. You can always put a coat on. But I always wore a weighted vest, and I still got it. In fact, I got it sitting over here on the floor. It's got the weights in it. And I did it last year for a while, and then grass season started, and I said, I ain't going to kill myself. Do that and cut grass. That Murray turned me into a swayback mule. Now, El Toro that I got now, the wheels are bigger in the back. It's easier to push. I cut out a lot of time on cutting grass. Used to be like, with Murray, on a good day, 3 hours. And that's taking breaks. My breaks probably last about 10 or 15 minutes, especially when the heat index kicks in and it's like 108, 110 out there. And but that Murray, I tell you, I believe the wheels hugged and grabbed the ground and said, let's make her sweat. Well, I tell you, there was some days I thought it would fall out. But it got to the point before it died on those real hot days. It had gone up to 5 hours to get me to my whole yard. And my yard is not big. I'm getting gravelly more. But now, even in August, I was knocking the yard out in like 2 hours. And that's doing the trim work because I got to pull the weed eater out and do all my trim work. and then sweep the driveway off and all that good stuff. Gonna do it right, don't have to tell it. So I've run my mouth enough. I ran my mouth last night. I didn't even hardly get to read what was they comments they were making, because I was wide open last night talking. Here I am again. I had to find one of my earbuds. I found one of them. I got to find the other. About to drive me crazy. Lisa, you all ready? Okay. I'm just messing around. Wait for that stand to come so I can get on the roof. But I ordered me one of them brace things, where it's like a stabilizer, that's what they call it. It protects the gutters, which I have the lowest point of the house where I'm a whole lot more comfortable getting up and down from there. I have been able to use it because there's a gutter in that area, and I don't want to mess it up. Well, I found a new thing they come out with. It goes in the gutter. You use a pole, stick it up there on the gutter, and it snaps in on there. And at the side of it is slanted so your ladder can go against it. And even though if you got gutters, you can get up and down or work on them. You don't mess them up because the way it distributes your body weight. It was like $39. There was another one on there, a little bit more, I believe. And I was like, that's what I need. And after looking at different things that goes on the ladder, I decided I needed the other one instead of that little piece. Because other areas I may need you to get up on the house, and that ain't going to help me. So you need one thing to handle it all. And it was actually a little bit cheap. I looked at Walmart and Lowe's, and their stuff was like 50-some. Their stuff was $20-some more than where I got it from on Amazon. And I'm going to get it today. Ordered it last day, late yesterday afternoon, I'm getting it today. So you can't beat that. Unless it comes here and there's something wrong with it. But, I'll be up and down that thing now like a crazy person. I'll be putting gutters on the house next, because now I'll have something, hopefully, that I'll feel a little bit more secure being on and doing stuff. That's what slows me down in doing that. So if anybody can teach me how to put siding up, get up with me. I won't take classes. I don't put siding on my house. And it's cheaper if I do it. Plus I learned something. Okay? You always got to learn. You stop learning, you stop living. So it's good to keep that brain moving. So I'm going to hush now one more time. Y'all be nice.